up? This is Banger Broadcast episode 5. Today we are doing a top 10 songs of all time for Kanye West. So this might be a little bit of a mini series if we want to keep extending it out to other artists, but the premise of today is we have a list of 15 songs from Eric and 15 songs from me, and we are going to make like a combined little top 10 list of all of Kanye's discography. So, um, quick footnote: I actually fractured my jaw a couple days ago, so that's why I'm talking weird. But I almost had it wired shut, and it would have been really in theme with the Kanye episode. But
Quite
um,
befitting.
we'll move past it for now. I got the Def Jam shirt on. I wanted to be a little bit in character here. So, but basically, I mean, there's really no format here. We're just gonna go through some of our songs. We'll solidify some that are just guaranteed top tens. But then some of them we'll have to argue out for the last couple spots in this top 10 list. And another little preface here is there's no order to this. It's not like a ranked top 10. We're just gonna kind of throwing it out from just the handful of top 10 favorites of all time. And this is a hard artist to start with, and that's why we want to start with Kanye. We definitely have like 20 or 30 that we could pile onto a top 10 list, but right now we each have 15 songs in front of our names for this little list. Eric, you want to just run through your 15 that you picked first off?
Yeah, I'm gonna run through my 15 in no particular order. Runaway, Through the Wire, Gorgeous, Devil in a New Dress, Power, Saint Pablo, Jesus Walks, All Falls Down, New Slaves, No More Parties in LA, I Wonder, Gone, Family Business, Hey Mama, and Streetlights.
All right, and then my top 15 is Blood on the Leaves, Devil in a New Dress, No More Parties in LA, New Slaves, Last Call, St. Pablo, Runaway, Hold My Liquor, Gorgeous, So Appalled, I Thought About Killing You, Coldest Winter, 30 Hours, Bound to, and Guilt Trip. So, given that we're trying to merge this list to make a cohesive top 10, you want to just maybe highlight off the ones that we have in common, like the ones that we
Yeah,
all have on our list, then we'll just
like
sort
some
of
that we could basically lock into our top, like conjoined top 10,
so we both have Runaway. List off the
which I
ones
think,
you see.
yeah, okay. Gorgeous,
All right, both have Gorgeous.
No More Parties in LA, uh, Devil in a New Dress as well.
Is that it? Just those four?
No, Saint Pablo, that's it, and then New Slaves.
All right, so we got 6 in common.
Which I figured we'd have a bunch in common, but 6 is a good number because that still leaves 4 spots left in our top 10.
Yeah,
And we have
we
plenty
got
of songs left in the pool, so it should be pretty
yeah
interesting.
we got a lot left to kick out though. So all right, now that we got 6 in common at least, I'd say the next step is we got to kick off a couple of these songs. So what's your strategy here?
I was thinking we could one by one almost eliminate like one song from the other person's list, but we could have each have like an individual lock. Like if we're like dead set, like I'm not budging on this song, like this song is in our top 10 and I'm not budging, then we can put that one in there. But we can
All right,
like limit that to only one song or something, and then we can take turns like eliminating other songs to get
right.
to at least close to 10. And then if you're down with that.
No, yeah, let's do that. How about all right, we'll go through each other's list. You can kick off 3, but we each reserve 1 veto for this round. We'll just have a little
Oh, okay.
cleansing round of 3. You get 1 veto.
All right, perfect. Do you want to just say your 3 all at once?
Yeah, I'm just gonna list my 3. For the 3 that I'm gonna delete from you is Gone, I Wonder, and Hey Mama.
Okay. I'm going to save. I'm going to save Hey Mama from this.
All
So
right,
you can, yeah, go ahead, delete
get off
those.
Gone and I Wonder.
Okay.
All right.
Now the 3 here, I'm going to choose So Appalled,
Oh,
Guilt Trip. and I thought about killing you.
Okay, I'm saving So Appalled of that.
All right, cool, cool, cool.
So we'll kick off Guilt Trip, and I thought about killing you from my list.
All
All
right, now
right,
we're
that doesn't do much. We're only down to
13
yeah,
each. Or if you want to put the 6 that we have locked in, like just move them to our conjoined list. That
yeah.
works.
We'll do that.
Or you can just delete them from mine
Yeah, I'll delete them from yours.
and then just keep them on your side.
That works.
Yeah.
For those listening, this is just the visual on the Google Doc we have. All right,
Yeah.
I think better route might be let's just go through and see if you have like an absolute shoe in that we should add, and then maybe we have it in common a little bit.
All right. How do you feel about Through the Wire? Does that
So
even get
that's my thing.
considered?
When I think about the top 10 songs, I like the ones that tell a story. And I mean, Through the Wire is definitely like a very biographical Kanye, and it was probably definitely one of his best songs in his first early albums. But
Mhm.
I'll counter that with like that's kind of the exact feeling I have about Last Call. I love the beat, I love the rhythm of Last Call, but like I never skip the outro. Just listening to that whole like 6 minute
Yeah.
monologue of him, like literally just his journey from producing in an apartment to like how he met Jay, how he joined The Rock. Like I just love that. And so no, I'd be fine with like Through the Wire would be
I
on
just
my
have
top 10 list, but the
one
only
counter.
reason what
It's just the how iconic Through the Wire is.
that's fair.
That's just my one thing, but I agree with you. Like Last Call.
Well, yeah, I'll say this: I'm not keeping both on my top 10 list. So
Wait, let's
if it's,
decide between those two now.
I can easily settle for Through the Wire. But like that's the only reason I have Last Call on this list. It's just like it's like you could listen to that song, you could be an alien listening to that song, and you'd probably understand the majority of his early life. You don't
I'm
need to
down
hear
to go
anything
with
else.
Last Call too. Thinking about it, that outro is pretty good. It pretty much puts into
I
perspective
never
his
skip it. Like I
struggle.
listen to that song waiting for the outro,
Yeah, all right. I'm with it.
and
Let's
I
go.
love everything about it. Like I just love that he spits the little bar from "Wow."
Yeah,
He like tells the background about like the Miracle Whips line when he just sees
it's
Jay's
pretty good.
eyes light up. Like I love all of it. Very
So you can
nostalgic for me
go ahead
too.
highlight Last Call there. So we have 7 now, and in case you're listening, the 7 we have now are Devil in a New Dress, No More Parties in LA, New Slaves, Last Call, St. Pablo, Runaway, and Gorgeous.
All right, so let's get this out of the way. You wanted to delete So Appalled, so I mean I'll sacrifice him, but
Okay.
that's like one of the best like combined conjoined rap
It
bars
is,
that
and the
you could hear.
reason that's also the reason why I might have got one to remove it because when I'm looking at this, most of these songs we have here are like mainly Kanye songs, with the exception of "Gorgeous" and then the Rick Ross feature and Kendrick Lamar features.
You just don't like
But
how combined it is, collaborative.
it's okay. But if I'm talking about like Kanye songs, and I guess like it is still a Kanye, made and it's on his album. But
Right.
I'm
And I do like it has its spot in the chronology of Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but you could pull that and put it on to Good Music, Cruel Summer, and I think it would fit in.
and
It's weird because it's like the exact vibe of Cruel Summer.
I think that's what it's hurting it. So
I'll take it off, but I mean that
okay.
was one of my favorite on the album. Not even gonna lie.
And you wanted to get rid of "Hey Mama," so
Yeah,
walk through that with me.
I honestly, it's like it's a great song, but like I just don't, there's no like external value in that for me. It's like it's definitely not a legacy song for me. I don't even listen to that thinking about like, oh wow, like that's so representative of his early work. Like it's kind of just like a catchy tune. For the same reason I wouldn't put like new workout plan or like I don't
Maybe
even know
it's
what else.
my maybe it's the pulling at my heartstrings with the whole relationship between Kanye and his mother. That
That
might be what's like
it's a
main.
valid reason, but
Um, you know what? We can get rid of it.
you can pick another from my list then.
Okay. Um,
Actually, you know what?
I
I'll
see.
take one from my list. I'm gonna take off 30 hours.
Okay,
I don't think it belongs in the top 10 of all time, but like great song. I just want to give it credit.
it is a banger. Um, I'm looking at two Yeezus songs here. I'm thinking maybe we get rid of one of those two on your list, and those are "Blood on the Leaves" and "Hold My Liquor."
Bound 2 as well.
Oh shoot, my bad. Oh shoot. Okay.
So
So
between
should
those
should our
three,
top 10 have four songs from Yeezus?
yes. What do you want me to say? I'll take off Hold My Liquor, even though it's a banger. I'll take it off, even though it's phenomenal. Because Blood on the Leaves and Bound 2 we need to keep one of those. I'll
Okay,
give you that
agreed.
ultimatum. Actually, let's just
Now,
do this now. Which one do you want between Blood on the Leaves and Bound 2? I don't think they both stay on, so like, but you agree that like
I
they're
I'm
pretty
leaning toward
prestigious.
I'm leaning towards "Blood on the Leaves." Honestly, it's kind of like a dance track almost from Kanye. I like it a lot.
I think it is like one of his most phenomenal songs. The only reason I like Blood on or Bound 2 again is kind of just in terms of the album and its place in the project.
Yeah,
Like
it's so like
it's like the what's the word, the resolution. Like it's the clarity moment, and I feel like, but we'll keep Blood on the Leaves. I think that's
okay.
a valid choice. The
Now
other thing is,
here we have. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like in terms of like of these songs, these all come into my mixes, and just like I find myself playing all these songs a lot. Bound 2, I definitely play more than Blood on the Leaves, but like,
Same.
yeah, I don't know why. It's just like I definitely see it coming up more often. Maybe it's just something that I could listen to more frequently. But you're like, I think Blood on the Leaves is like maybe even an underrated pick. I know everybody knows its worth, but like it definitely needs to be like a top 10 legacy song.
I agree. So we'll lock that in. And then I noticed I have three songs from the College Dropout here. So I'm thinking maybe we can narrow.
Hold on, are we at 8 right now? We're at
Yes.
8. You know, I'll be fair, and I just want to also I'm gonna cross out Coldest Winter while we're at it because same reason Hey Mama's your song, like Coldest Winter was just like a it's like a I forget what happened, but it was one of those things where like I heard a song in a certain moment and it just stuck to me like glue. But that might be a completely like personal reaction to the song, but I thought for a solid couple of months like that was my Kanye song. So I'll take
It's
that
so
off
long.
my side, and now we have those 8, but you still have 5 on your list. So
All right, just to remind the listeners, the five we have left to pick two from for our top 10 are Power, Jesus Walks, All Falls Down, Family Business, and Streetlights. Is there any right now here you think has no place in the top 10?
family business.
All right, take her out.
My honest thought. I just compared to the others though,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of different emotion here. Like Power is just a. I mean, it's one of those songs like I think everybody knows it as like a it's like a Kanye theme song. But
Yeah.
but like we said, like even in the album, it just has its own
It's much
righteous
more
place.
complex than just like, I don't know, maybe this is the Kanye like fan coming out.
No,
But
everybody, if you go listen to the dissect episode on Power, you'll understand.
it's much more complex than what it like initially like.
Right. All
But I'm
Falls Down is like the same kind of like an early work that it kind of gives a background on Kanye's stance too in rap. Like he wasn't all braggadocio. It really set up like it set his table for his position in rap. So I mean that one's definitely important, but same as Jesus Walks, like it kind of just establishes a different sound, and it's just something that nobody was rapping about at the time.
yeah.
So, and I mean,
So
Jesus Walks was also, I think Jesus Walks was definitely more of a hit than All Falls Down, and it's more iconic than All Falls Down. Streetlights is different than all of those because I mean, all three of those are much more iconic than Streetlights, but Streetlights is just like the solemn, slow
yeah,
808s heartbreak that we
it's like
love.
a song you play like when it's like dark out and you're driving home from something and like I don't know, you're maybe not in the best mood and it's just a good song.
And it sucks because like 808s is I mean, I would put my top 3 Kanye as Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Life of Pablo, and Yeezus. And 808s is definitely my number 4, actually. Like, the more I listen to it, it grows on me. So I definitely had some in my like 15 or in my honorable mentions that came from 808s, but we don't have any right now. So I don't know if Streetlights earns a spot on the top 10, but like even the rest of it, like Welcome to Heartbreak, um,
Yeah, Coldest
all that
Winter,
stuff, Coldest Winter, like
Heartless.
everything.
Yeah, okay. Well, if what I'm hearing is correct, would you want to maybe nix Streetlights?
When you look at this roster, I don't think Streetlights stands up to the rest, so we'll
Okay.
nix it. But then
So
now we
now
got three.
we got Power, Jesus Walks, and All Falls Down. And here's what I'm thinking. I think we should immediately put one of these three in and make it a top nine. Do you have like a strong feeling towards one of these three?
Power or Jesus Walks. I could see. I mean, this is a shared opinion. So if it was my list right now, I could X All Falls Down and have Power and Jesus Walks. But now we got like a 2 out of 3 decision here. So I don't know if there's more to it that you want to talk about.
I'm good to put Power in right now.
Power. All right. So we got Jesus Walks and All Falls Down fighting for the final spot on the top 10 list.
No, this is tough for me, and I know you sort of already shared your feelings
Yeah,
about it.
we can like have more of a discussion, but like my surface feelings are definitely Jesus Walks.
I just think All Falls Down has like a certain timeless feeling when listening to the song, where I think it could be relevant to people listening to it in 2004 and people listening to it now.
No,
I
I
don't know.
agree. It's definitely timeless and it's like very representative of the college dropout. That's the thing. Like Jesus Walks is much less about that album. I think you could have put that in any album and it would have been like phenomenal.
Yeah,
I think it's really cool, in my opinion, the Jesus Walks part of it. It's like it's where he started, and it's still kind of like where he went. Like when he
yeah.
released Jesus is King, it was like kind of came back full circle. And I know he's always talked about it in all of his rap songs, but it was cool that he came out of the gate and was like, "Yeah, I'll rap about Jesus for 5 minutes. Like that's just who I am." So I think that was like a Kanye statement. But then even as a song, like when you get past the actual like, it's not necessarily biblical. Like it's more about like the culture of rap, the culture of him, the culture of like it's like societal awakening in a way. It's just like I thought it was really cool to be just talking the way he does in a song like that. So that's I think Jesus Walks just carries like a much different weight than All Falls Down, and it
And
just
I
seems like
agree,
more
especially when you put it into
crucial.
perspective, like how like his career almost started and is currently at like a
Right.
very Jesus centric, you know, era. So I'm gonna have to agree with you. Let's put Jesus Walks in the top 10,
You
and
got it.
that makes our definitive banger broadcast top 10. And I'm gonna run through them. We
Yeah,
have
go for it.
Blood on the Leaves from Yeezus, Devil in a New Dress from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, No More Parties in LA. We got New Slaves, Last Call, St. Pablo, Runaway, Gorgeous, Power, and Jesus Walks.
All right, now I'm gonna add a twist to the episode though. Of this list, I want your personal opinion top three, and I'll give you my personal opinion top three because this has you know parts of each of us on the list now. So like if you had to pick a top three on this list, again out of order, but like do you have like a little podium here?
Okay, my podium. I'm gonna go with um, Runaway, Devil in a New Dress, and St. Pablo.
No way. So my podium is Saint Pablo, Devil in a New Dress, but then that third slot it could be between Runaway, New Slaves, and Last Call.
Yeah, New Slaves was up there for me too.
I don't know if New Slaves makes it to an all-time top three. I don't want to say Runaway because we have the exact same top three.
Yeah,
But I mean, I think it's better than. I think in terms of like overall Kanye recognition for me, like I do think it takes the place over Last Call. I think our top three is the exact same.
That's funny. Banger
And
Broadcast has a collective top three.
and then last thing, if you had one to just cross off this top 10 list, what would be your one to cross off?
My one to cross off would be maybe Last Call. That might
No
be.
way.
I don't know, man. You put
You
me on the
definitely
spot.
no, you definitely don't have the same like
You put me on the
for it that
spot.
I do. That's for sure because I feel like it was
Ah,
probably gonna be my fourth pick then.
mhm.
Maybe fifth, but like it's definitely in the top half.
What about you?
It's between Power and Jesus Walks, and this feels like a sin, but I would almost say Jesus Walks on this list.
And just like you can call me taking off, last call sin,
Yeah. No,
So like,
I meant like a literal sin. Like I don't
oh
want
yeah,
just Jesus right here, but I mean
disrespecting Jesus. Yeah,
Jesus Walks is probably not on my top 10 list, so that's
but
where I'd call it. But I mean, that's pretty much all we got for the episode. We'll maybe do this for some other artists, but they have to be a pretty loaded candidate to be able to have some more discussion. And but I mean, it could be fun because this one we have a lot of similarity. I don't know if there's any other artists that you and I like have
we
like
don't agree
completely
on that
different views
much
on top 10 songs, but regardless, over the next month, I mean, we definitely will get back to another banger bracket, and then
regularly. Yeah,
yeah, we definitely want to start a new series as well called Rap Map, where we look at a top five rappers from a certain area. So we're going to kick off with a Los Angeles Rap Map, but we don't know the order of the episode, so just stay updated. We're getting back into the swing of things. My jaw will heal eventually, and we'll get some new content out there. So that's pretty much it.
absolutely.
Any closing notes, Eric?
Nope. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more.
Sweet. All right, signing off. See you guys.